Hey, what's up people, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. In front of me is the new Royal Enfield Meteor 350. It's been quite some time since this bike has been launched in India, and now I have got a chance to do a detailed review of this bike. So without any delay, let's start the video. Before starting the video, I would like to thank Royal Enfield Showroom, which is located at Velacherry Main Road, Chennai, and a special thanks to Mr. Javeed, who is the manager of the showroom, for allowing me to review their bikes. If you are planning to buy a Royal Enfield motorcycle, please do contact the showroom. The showroom contact details will be displayed on the screen as well as on the video description. Now let's get back to the review. First, let's start off with the design. The front headlamp gets an outer LED ring, and on the center we have an halogen bulb. The rear tail light also gets an LED unit, and all the four indicators are halogen bulbs. And being a retro classic motorcycle, we can't expect LED indicators on this bike. So the throw of the front headlamp as well as the indicator visibility is good on the Meteor 350. The glossy paint quality which they have used on the tank as well as on the side panel looks superb, and a lot of Royal Enfield detailing has been done on the Meteor 350. Right from the front, on the visor you can see a Royal Enfield logo, and on the tank you have a Royal Enfield badge. Also on the speedometer it is written as Royal Enfield, and even on the engine it is written as Royal Enfield. On the foot pegs the Royal Enfield detailing is given, and on the side panel a Meteor 350 stickering is given. When I come to the rear side of the bike, on the backrest a Royal Enfield badge is given, and on the tail light it is written as Royal Enfield. Too much of Royal Enfield elements are carried out on the Meteor 350, and the overall design looks similar to that of the Thunderbird. The heart of this bike is a 349cc single-cylinder 4-stroke engine which produces 20.2 horsepower at 6100 rpm and 27 Nm of torque. So this engine is mated to a 5-speed gearbox, and we will speak about the performance of this bike later on this video. Let's continue with the other elements which they have used on this bike. Both on the front and on the rear we get diamond cut alloys which are really good looking, and as like all other Royal Enfields, we continue to get the telescopic fork on the front. So this one is an 41mm telescopic fork, and on the rear we get an twin shock suspension which is 6-step adjustable now. The ground clearance of the Meteor 350 is 170mm, which is decent for a cruiser motorcycle, and the seat height of this bike is 765mm. We get wide seats on this bike so as to improve the comfort of the rider as well as the pillion, and a ton of accessory is added to the Meteor 350. In one of the accessory, you can lower the seat height by adding a custom seat to this bike, which in turn will reduce the seat height by 20mm. That means that the seat height can be reduced up to 745mm, which is something I didn't expect on the accessory list. So the seat which you are viewing on this bike is a customized one, and as you can see on the center it is lowered, so the seat height of this bike is 745mm now. Apart from that, you can add a crash guard to this bike, and a widened deluxe foot peg is available as an accessory. You can even customize the silencer on this bike, and also you have an option of customizing the mirrors on this bike. So you have a lot of accessory on the Royal Enfield store to customize the Meteor 350, and it's all up to you guys to decide which accessory to add on to your motorcycle. The riding ergonomics on the Meteor 350 is well balanced, and the foot pegs are forward set so as to improve the comfort of the rider while doing long rides, and the handlebar is straight upright. Let me show you that. So as soon as you get onto the bike, you get a relaxed riding posture, and I love it. Now let's take a look at the speedometer of this bike. As soon as you turn on the bike, the needle goes all the way to the end and it returns back to normal. So on the speedometer you can see 160 km per hour, but the max this bike can do is 120 km an hour. And on the digital part you can see a fuel meter, followed by that you have a clock, a gear position indicator, and a trip information, and you can toggle that to see the odometer information as well. On the bottom you have a neutral light, and followed by that you have an ABS warning, and on the left hand side you have a fuel warning and a battery indication. And this is the addition of the tripper navigation, which will be more functional while doing long rides, and it helps you to connect your phone to the bike via Bluetooth. Now let's take a look at the switch on this bike. On the right hand side you have a common switch which can be used as an kill switch as well as an ignition switch, and below that you have an hazard light button, and on the left hand side you have a common switch which can be used to toggle between the high beam and the low beam light. Below that you have the indicator light, and here is the horn. And on the front you have a hidden button which is the I button, and this button can be used to toggle between the odometer, trip A, trip B and trip F information. Also you can make use of this button to connect your phone to this bike. So before starting to ride this bike, let me show you the exhaust note of this bike. The performance of the Meteor 350 is really good. It has got a good amount of low end and mid range punch thanks to the S4HC engine which they have used on this bike. And due to the taller gearing ratio, this bike easily does 0 to 100. However, past 100 km an hour, this bike struggles a lot, and the best it can do is 120 km an hour. Also, it doesn't feel any vibration on this bike, but when you rev this bike hard on the top ends, there are some kind of vibration near the foot pegs and on the front part of this bike. On the paper, it is written that the Meteor 350 weighs 191 kgs, but while riding this bike, it doesn't feel so, and even while filtering on the traffic, it is easily flickable. About braking, the feedback from the brakes are really good, and as soon as you apply the brakes, the bike comes to rest thanks to the larger 300 mm of disc on the front and 270 mm of disc on the rear. Also, this bike comes with dual channel ABS as standard, which is again a good thing. Visor which they have provided on the Meteor 350 will protect you from wind blast, and it will be really functional while doing long rides. The tank capacity of this bike is 15 liters, which is almost 5 liters lower than that of the Thunderbird. I'm not sure why Royal Enfield has reduced the tank capacity of the Meteor 350. The mileage which Royal Enfield claims on this bike is 40 kmpl. So considering the tank capacity to be 15 liters, the overall riding range would be around 600 kilometers, which is really impressive on the Meteor 350. The Meteor 350 comes with tubeless tires as standard, something which I have been expecting from very long time, and Royal Enfield has finally provided that on the Meteor 350. So the front one is an MRF tire and it is an 100/90 section tire, while the rear one is an 140/70 section tire. These tires gives me good amount of confidence while riding this bike. The Meteor 350 comes in 3 variants and 7 color options, and the price starts at rupees 2 lakh rupees for the base variant, and it will range up to 2.25 lakh rupees for the top variant. Now let's come to the final verdict of this video. The Meteor 350 has a lot of advantages and a minimal amount of disadvantage, which does not create a major impact on day-to-day riding conditions. The Royal Enfield Meteor 350 is a perfect cruiser. So if you're planning to buy the Meteor 350, please don't think twice, just go buy and enjoy your ride. So guys, I hope you have found this video useful. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you have any queries regarding this bike, please feel free to ask me on the comment section below. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do follow me on Instagram. I have dropped the Instagram link on the screen as well as on the video description. See you guys on another video. Till then, ride safe, wear helmet, take care, bye bye.